The Fans is the #1 sponsor in battle rap. My name is Frank White, and I probably contributed to some of your favorite battles. I mean, in the last 4 years, I donated $222,000 to battle rap for the culture. Check out We The Fans Global on Instagram for the full catalog of battles I sponsor. And follow We The Fans Global on YouTube to watch full battle breakdowns from a sponsor's perspective and a recommendation for what battles should be booked next. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and keep stepping into your greatness. We The Fans is for the culture.
We are here with one of the pillars of the battle rap community, a legend in his own right, a major contributor to the DMV movement and battle rap as a whole. A lot of people don't even know. There's a story to be told about this living legend, Battle Rap Trap. He has the streets. How you feeling today?
Man, what's up? I appreciate you having me. I appreciate the kind words. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you. You know, I'm one of those contributors that's got a loud mouth and is always vocal about what they do. But you are actually one of the contributors who's been very low key and under the radar about everything they contributed. But that stops today. You joining this side today. Yeah. So I want to start from the beginning. I want to ask you, how did you get into battle rap?
I mean, you know, I'm 40. I'm gonna start off like that, just so y'all know I'm an OG in this shit. So at the end of the day, I'm from the Mook Lux era back in the day, you know, all them battles, Smack DVDs, all that. But I had got real deep into the streets. So I stopped paying attention to it. I didn't realize the culture started growing from there. And then I saw Hitman Holla versus Aye Verb. That was the first battle back. That I was like, what the hell? What? This is what's going on now? Oh, nah. And then if you remember the old battle rap, they used to say little Easter eggs. Then you got to go find what they talking about, who they talking about. So when they reference this person, now I got to go find that person. Then I got to look at their battles. You know what I mean? And I find clips. I find Goodz. I find all these. You know what I mean? I was head over heels in love with the culture. Immediately. I was stuck. I ain't listen to music no more. I stopped looking at movies for a little while. I wanted to see every single battle, so I backdated it. I didn't just wait for a battle to happen. I went back and looked at all of the battles, every league, everything. You know what I mean? I loved it for real.
That's incredible. So was your first step into battle rap battling, or was there a different thing that brought you to your entry point in the battle rap behind the scenes?
Yo, so I was a party promoter, man. I'm just gonna answer all these questions as you ask them, because I don't know where I might have told a story, where I haven't. And I appreciate you getting my story. You the first one to just say, all right, I need to know your full story. You feel me? So I'm gonna give it to you like that, even if I'm repeating it and I might have said it somewhere else. I'm gonna just give it to you like I never said it before. Can you re-ask that? My bad.
Yeah. What was your entry point in the battle rap? Did you start out as a battle rapper, or did you immediately go behind the scenes?
Okay, so my first entry in the battle rap was forming a a Twitter page called Battle Rap Trap. Because like I said, I was so obsessed with the culture. Like my friends, they didn't talk about battle rap ever. So I was, you know, I rap. I'm a local rapper, all that at the time, and a local party promoter at the time. So, you know what I mean? I didn't want to mix all this battle rap talk with, you know what I mean, my regular life. So I made a Twitter page and just named it Battle Rap Trap, which ultimately became the media platform years later. But that was my first entrance into battle rap, because I started tweeting battle rappers and getting interactions. And I'm like, oh, these niggas talk back. Like John blocked me. Like way back then, John blocked my page, all types of stuff. You feel me? Like this before I did anything. And then shout out to Aye Verb, because he's a big part of the beginnings of my story. Like I said, him and Hitman brought me back to battle rap. And then I was following him on Facebook, and he tweeted, hey, any leagues that want to book me for the low, hit me up. Now, I'm just a hustler. I'm just a young hustler getting money, but I'm a party promoter. So I'm like, it'd be dope to throw a party, but have a battle at the party. So I reached out, and he was very easy to work with back then. You feel me? He told me the number. I sent. He didn't care about the opponent. At the time, Danja Zone was somebody who I was watching. You know what I mean? I had backdated all his stuff, all his pit fights battles. He was from Maryland. You know what I mean? So I pitched Danja Zone to him, and he said he was with it. So the first battle I ever booked was Danja Zone versus Aye Verb. and it was at a strip club because I was a party promoter. You feel me? So it's at a strip club, and it's like, so I booked Ryder on that card. That was the first time I seen Ryder battle. He battled somebody named Top Class, and then I booked I don't know if you know Haitian from the DMV.
Yep.
I booked Haitian versus a dude named J Law that don't even battle no more. Yeah, I mean, so that was my first card. It was at a strip club. It was only 3 battles because it was really a party, and it turned out to be love. So the event was called Do or Die. It wasn't Do or Die Battle League. Like my man, he's serving life in jail now because for murder. But I was trying to figure out, what can I name my league and shit, right? Like, what should I name this league? I mean, what should I name this event? My rap name is actually DIE. Death is everywhere. So he was, your name DIE. Why not call it Do or Die? So that's how the first event came. And the first event was so successful. The first event name just became the league name, and I'm in there now. You know I didn't battle with my first event. I was just trying to have fun, with one of my hobbies that I loved.
That's incredible. For those of y'all that don't know, Verb had a crazy go-go music bar in that battle.
Yeah. Man. The whole scheme, like Rebecca Lobo shooting. You know what I mean? I'll be bringing out the loud drums in Maryland. Shit sound like go-go music. I'm talking about the building exploded.
Crazy.
Like for real. And the first battle rap event I went to is the one I threw. Like I had never been to an event or anything till I threw that shit. So that was my official entrance into this shit.
That's incredible. Well, salute to Do or Die Battle League, because that battle right there is incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so from that point, what's the next step? How many more events did you throw? What was it like throwing events for you?
It was a rush because I was getting street money. So I wasn't worried about the profit at first. I should say at first I wasn't worried about the profit. It was a rush. I love to see it. I love the culture so much. It was just so amazing, man. I threw a lot of events. You know what I mean? But what ended up happening was I booked Danja Zone versus Aye Verb. Danja Zone was the battler of the year that year. This was before champion of the year. I ended up booking Danja versus T-Rex for my birthday event, right? And then I got locked up. So I gave both of those guys their deposit, and then I got locked up. So the battle got canceled. Danja went on to have his best year in battle rap history. I get home, and I want Danja Zone to battle Drugz. Yeah, I mean, Danja Zone almost tripled his price on me and didn't want to respect the deposit. You feel me?
Jeez.
And T-Rex was willing to do the battle still and respect the deposit. But T-Rex back half was a considerable amount. So I'm like, I'm gonna hold off on that. But Danja, what's up? You know what I mean? We DMV, and something that people don't know, me and Danja Zone fathers are frat brothers. You know what I mean? So Danja didn't remember this until we battled and I brung it up. But I remembered, you feel me? I had showed my father something to battle, and he started, that's Wayne's son. I'm like, what? I remember going to his house back in the day. So now I'm offended. So now, you know what I mean? This is when I do another event, but I said, all right, now I'm about to start battling. So I wanted to be respectful. I didn't want to battle Zone first because, he a respectable person. So I went to one of the local leagues before I battled on my own league, because my league was already immediately held in high regard. You feel me? So I went to one of the other leagues with a local, up and coming battle rapper, dogged him, and niggas was like, okay, you ready? So then once again, Aye Verb comes into the story. I battled Aye Verb. Aye Verb was my second battle. It's my first battle on YouTube, because my first battle that I did, not even on YouTube. So Aye Verb was my first battle on YouTube. I beat him. Yeah, I mean, it was Pay Verb error. Let's be clear. I didn't beat the nigga that battled Lux. This still. I didn't battle that nigga. You feel me? But I did get a win on Aye Verb. And then I said, all right, Zone, come here. You feel me? Now, mind you, in between here, I picked up Drugz. I picked up Cuban. I put Drugz in front of Show Off, put Drugz in front of 40 Bars, put Drugz in front of Cortez. I put them in front of DNA and K-Shine. I'm bringing out, I'm bringing out people to battle big names and all that. So when you go to a Do or Die event, it's like a red carpet event for battle rap back then. You feel me? And Aye Verb gave me that shot after my first event. And then I went and got my revenge on Danja Zone, man. I kicked his mother. We had a great battle. You guys, anybody who looking at this interview, go look at Henny Man versus Danja Zone. One of my favorite battles. He said some of the craziest shit to me. And I still won that battle. I still came out with that dub. He know.
Now
I had to tell to him no, because how you gonna triple the price on me when I help you start your run to get battler of the year? Now your stock up, and you do that to me? Oh, I gotta crush you now. You feel me? So
I respect it. And that Drugz versus
the Zone is the reason I hopped in the ring, because everybody wanted me to just be like the smack of the DMV. They're like, yeah, you up there. They just wanted me to be the nigga standing in the middle getting the money. Shout out to NuNu Nellz, you know, me and NuNu standing there. It was a movie, you know what I mean? But I'm like, nah, though, I'm a competitor, and I don't like the way he just played with me. So it's time. You feel me?
Damn, that's fire. That Drugz and show off battle was my first introduction to Drugz, because I was such a big show off fan. So I was looking up every show off battle I could find. I remember NuNu standing up there, you up there, and I just remember thinking, damn, like somebody's really putting on for the DMV region.
Yeah.
A lot of people know how very divided the region is, and so to see you doing that was. I've always had tremendous respect for you from that moment, because I'm like, people have no clue how difficult that is.
Yeah,
like the division and the hate and everything is just so prevalent.
Shout out to Drugz, because Drugz was like my star. Like, even though he was,
how did you meet him?
Even though he's so controversial, you know how I met him? I did the first event, and then he cussed me out. he was like, I mean, once he seen what was going on, he like, yo, how you not gonna book me? I'm the biggest name in the DMV, but you know he was cocky back then. I'm like, who are you? You know what I mean? So I'm like, he talking all this shit. I bet I'm gonna give him I ain't just gonna give him a battle. I'm gonna give him a name. Put him against Cortez first. Cortez versus Drugz immediately. And guess what? Drugz and Cortez almost fight. NuNu break it up. Everybody do shit so shit get done. Classic quote. You feel me? Then I put him in front of Show Off. That's the one where him and Rock almost fought. You feel me? So that's another situation. Him and Rock the host, and Drugz had a whole segment where he was going at Rock. So it turned into that. You feel me? So Drugz was like my star, and he had the right amount of controversy to get people to look in this direction. For real. So shout out to Drugz, because people used to tell me, yo, why you keep booking him? I'm like, dog, he a star though. He's a star though. You know what I mean? His person, even outside the raps, he a star. And I need him to do what I'm trying to do. You feel me? I saw that vision. You feel me? So yeah.
That's incredible. That's incredible, man. That's such a dope story. Okay, so now you're battling. Are you still maintaining the league at the same time that you're battling? Or do you start to develop a passion for one over the other?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't even know that you could monetize off YouTube. I was a dumbass drug dealer, bro. I was just a dumb drug dealer getting money, nigga. So my man called me one day and was like, yo, bro, why ain't no commercials on your YouTube videos? I'm like, nigga, why do it matter? I don't like commercials. Why is that a bad thing? He said, that's how you get your money, nigga. I said, what? So once he told me that I could get money from the YouTube videos, my whole mind state changed. So yeah, I did throw more events, and I did definitely fall in love with battling at that point. You know, I got to battle Goodz, and then people started, you know, booking me and wanting to pay me. So I definitely started to look at the financial benefits versus the losses and all that. And then what happened was, shout out to Tay-Rock, I was, like I said, I gutted out my whole garage and spent like $15,000 to make a studio in that joint with the green screen, soundproof booth, all that, Studio 23. So I was trying to make this fake reality show. You know what I mean? It was called Young Black Fathers. It was a real reality show, but I couldn't say I'm a drug dealer on there. So I was going to tell people that I was into like media type shit. Like I'm an engineer student, I'm in the media, all that. You know what I mean? So I invited Tay-Rock down to shoot what was going to be like a fake interview, just to have it for B-roll for the Young Black Father show. You know what I mean? So I gave Tay-Rock some gas money to pull up on me and all that. And I put the video out, and the shit did 42,000 views in one day. And I said, hold up.
Wait a minute.
So I'm spending 10, 15 to throw an event that I'm only getting 3 to 5 back from. And I just paid him this much, and I got 42,000 views like that? Oh, nah. So that's when the league started to, you know what I mean, take the back seat to the media. I'm like, nah, we gonna do more of them talk. So that's what it started with the talk everythings. So that's when we got Av down. We got the whole Goonies down. We got a bunch of people down that had these classic interviews, and people was loving it. And then shout out to my brother Spiff. He came with the idea for Dad TV. That was like a reaction show that we was doing to classic rounds and battle raps. We got like over 100 episodes of that. Got like 40 talk everything joints. Yeah, I mean classic joints. Then we started on the behind the scenes. So media is what made battle rap, do or die battle rap league kind of take a backseat. You know what I mean? I feel like we reached our peak right when P reached out to me. He had the idea for band. And battle rap trap had already started. So I was already moving out of the battle league shit. I'm like, fuck it. It's my birthday. I throw one more event. He gonna bring this idea. It wasn't even called band at the time. He was like, the idea was, yo, we just gonna do these battles. We not gonna announce them. People just gonna be there already. I'm like, he said, but I need an event that's already planned so that we can make sure we got a crowd. You feel me? And then he said, then I need some money. So I'm like, all right. So I ended up throwing the event and paying for the first battles, which became band, Jack Boy versus Themes and the Mac Mel versus Franchise. Those were on my birthday card. So I paid for those, the first band joints.
Wait. We can't rush through that.
Yeah.
You know, band is my favorite brand of URL battles.
Yeah, band is that shit.
Talk to me about that. Like,
band is that shit. Yeah.
So you agreed. So did you know P when he reached out to you, or you hadn't known him before?
I didn't really. I knew him, but I didn't know him. That's how we really met. Like, okay,
y'all was in the same circles, kind of thing.
Nah, he reached out to me like kind of out of nowhere. Like, hey, I'm P. Like, he wasn't like, you know, it was Norbs up here, and then everybody was under Norbs, and then P was the nigga with the ambition, trying to climb the ladder, trying to impress the bosses. And that's when he reached out to me. Like, he seen what I was doing and reached out. He created band, and then Black Market Media. That was like they first shooting together. That's where Rob BC met JB and all that. So the whole Black Market Media kind of formed at that event, because we had Rob BC shooting my event, and then P brung JB. So that's how that shit formed up right there at that event, man. It was an amazing experience, bro. That's like history. Vision, like it was crazy. It was crazy. Shout out to P. Shout out to the whole situation, because it was beautiful. Beasley was in the building for that. Yeah, I mean, I like these niggas. I didn't even know. Like, when I go back and look at the do or die battles, and I look at who was there that I didn't know was there, because I'm in league owner mode. I'm moving around. Then I go back and look at Briz Rothstein in the back and this person, and I'm like, yo, all these niggas was driving out to these jumps from all over the place. Shout out to NuNu. She was really like promoter extraordinaire. So like she made people want to drive from states away just to see her, for real, just to see her.
Talk to us about that. How did you link with NuNu? Because a lot of people don't know how much of a contributor NuNu is behind the scenes.
Can't nobody tell me enough about NuNu. I always say great things about her publicly, just so people could hear good things poured on her name, because people be so quick to act like she don't do nothing. When I came home, to answer your question, when I came home, I watched Hitman versus Surf? NuNu had the blue dress on.
Yep, Hitman versus Surf.
He had the blue dress on, and I said, who the fuck is this? You know what I mean? So I went and followed her, and then same thing with Verb. Like, she was saying she'll do hostings. I reached out immediately, and it was like one of the best decisions I made, because she is kind of what stamped do or die. You know what I mean? Because at the time she wasn't hosting shit. Like, she was brand new and all that. So people was like, she was kind of mysterious. You feel me? Her pictures was fire. So motherfuckers like, oh man, what? And she really put on, man. She really put on. Like, shout out to.
Wow. So she kind of helped promote the event to bring everybody out.
No, not even kind of. Like, her Instagram page turned into all promotion for this event, and everyone after that she did. Like, NuNu had this way of, and still does, of making you feel like a loser if you not on what she on. Like, if you listen to her spaces that she used to do, if somebody mentioned anything else, that's not URL. We not talking, like that type of thing. Like, she was doing that back then, and she was doing it for Do or Die Battle League, and it was like the results was amazing, man. The results was amazing, for real.
That's amazing. So
we had Jayblac host one of the events. I hit Jayblac, hey, Black, I wasn't calling him Black back then. I didn't know him at all. You know what I mean? But I hit him, hey, how much would you charge to host an event? You feel me? I got this battle on there. I got NuNu hosting. I want you to host with NuNu. He was like, you know, Black, he too humble. Like, he don't know. Maybe now he know what his name mean, but back then he didn't understand. He was like, I ain't gonna lie, man. The number I want to say you ain't gonna want to pay. I said, well, what's the number? He said a stack. Nigga, where I'm sending it at? What you mean? A stack? Nigga, you worth that. You worth that. This before champion. Oh, no, this might be right when, this before champion. Right before champion. You know what I mean? But he's Jayblac though, bro. Like, he was Jayblac back then. He Jayblac right now. And so he came out, hosted one. That was an honor of mine. Vada Fly came out, hosted the event. You know what I mean? Because I wanted Jayblac again. And that's back when Black and Vada was cool. So Black, you know what I mean? Yo, reach out to Vada. So I got Vada to host. You feel like it was, man, it was a time in my life that I'm actually, this nostalgic feeling right now is throwing me off because I don't even be thinking about this shit no more. But it was a great time, bro.
Amazing. So now the band event, first, you're really the sponsor of band. So that's kind of
immediate. Yeah, facts.
Amazing. So, all right. So now you and URL now clicked up. Do you guys do more events together? How does that relationship blossom from there?
Well, I did put in on other events like when Chilla Jones battled Stings, when Chilla Jones was the KOTD champion or whatever it was called, the king, whatever, the belt holder or whatever it was.
King of the Dot.
He kind of had to sneak in the back door because he wanted to get back on URL. He kind of had to sneak in the back door because you're not supposed to battle nowhere else. So he did a band versus Stings. I paid for that. You know what I mean? And then that's right after that, he went on that run for champion of the year. So shout out to Chilla for that. You feel me? But I paid for him to get back on URL back then. And I don't know. I can't. How
did you balance like putting in on events, you battling yourself? How did you balance all of this stuff happening at the same time?
Yo, that shit was natural for real. Like that shit's not. Yo, I got 11 kids. Like I got 8 baby mothers. Like I know how to compartmentalize. I know how to put this right here so I can handle this and then get back to that. That type of shit. Cause like I said, I was a party promoter, planner. Like that type of shit comes natural to me. Like my people call me the plan man. Like no exaggeration. I'm make shit happener. So I guess Pete just saw that in me, man, and he would reach out when he needed a little help. Other people would reach out when they needed help or idea crashing or whatever. And I'm there for it, man. I'm a team. If you my people, I'm a team player. If it's beneficial to me, I'm a team player. You know what I mean? I'm not the nigga that think I can do everything alone. I know that it's people who can do this better than me or that better than me. And I would rather work with them to get the job done right than try to do it all by myself and so I could get all of the glory and fame from it. You know what I mean? I will sit back and enjoy the fruits of my labor. And what I love seeing where the DMV is at now and knowing that I had a big part of that. I don't need everybody to say it. You feel me? I just need to know it. I just need to know it's true in my heart because that's what I was doing it for. You feel me? And the niggas who I looked out for, they show love all the time. You feel me? So yeah.
So what came before? Was it CBG, then Do or Die, then OSBL, or who was kind of first in the DMV region?
Now this is kind of crazy though. First of all, shout out to OSBL. That came. OSBL is the new era, took over the whole new wave of DMV. But from what I understand, Kelz was working with one of them leagues. I think it was CBG. And then she decided to break off and do her own thing. But that was like 2018, 19. I don't know. It was after Do or Die. Now, as far as who came first, CBG or Do or Die, I don't know. I came when like I said, I just did what I wanted to do. So a lot of the leagues that was already grandfathered in before Do or Die don't like me. Like they didn't like that I came in. I didn't ask questions. I just do the event. I didn't say who do I need to speak to do this or where should I do that. I'm a boss. I just bossed up, did my own shit. And a lot of people didn't like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know the story of CBG. Shout out to them. I don't know CBG from a couple other leagues. Like I don't know what they did. I don't know what they got going on. And I don't want to misspeak on them. You feel me? But shout out to Pit Fights. I know they came before me. You feel me? For sure. I know they came before me. But I don't know.
What was your favorite and least favorite part about being a league owner?
in retrospect, losing the money was definitely my least favorite.
Talk about that. People don't know about it.
At the time, I didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But that was like, and see, and me and RBE, me and ARP started like within the year of each other. And then he'd book Goodz, and he'd book Aye Verb, I book Goodz, I book Aye Verb. And I'm kind of watching what he doing. And I'm like, he doing this better than me. like, he's finding a way to make this money that I haven't figured this out yet. And he figured something out, you feel me? And then, you know, once I found my median lane, I said, all right, I'm over here because I can't master this league shit, right? You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? So I lost a lot of money, man. I lost a lot of money, but we got it all back tenfold. You know what I mean? Shout out to the battle rap culture. That was definitely my least favorite part, though, man. My favorite thing about being a league owner is just looking around and saying, "Yeah, I did this shit. Like I did this." When a haymaker lands on your stage, you feel great about that. Like I put this shit together. You feel me? Like the love in the. I miss that love in the building. I miss having to go to the door to say, "Yo, he good. Like I miss certain shit about it, though. I definitely miss certain shit about it, but. If I can't make a profit guarantee, I will not be throwing another event unless it's like a birthday event where I don't mind losing money. You feel me?
Okay, I respect that. So now you've got these relationships building. You got the Jayblac relationship. You got the P relationship. Obviously, URL is now starting to get tied in with you. I know, or what was the experience like of learning the politics of it all? Because a huge part of success in battle rap is maintaining relationships and being aware of the politics of everything. How was that for you?
Oh, man, yo, I got introduced to the politics almost immediately. Before I met P, I followed Nellz, and I didn't know Nellz and NuNu didn't like each other. You feel me? So Nellz was live on Facebook one day. I hop in the comments, "Hey, Nellz, man, I want you to check out my battle. I just battled Aye Verb. I think I beat him." You know what I mean? And then I thought this was going to get him because they both URL. So I was like, "Yo, NuNu hosted it." I'm thinking he going to be like, "Oh, NuNu hosted it? This shit official." He was like, "Yeah, I didn't see that, but if NuNu hosted it, I'm probably not going to watch it." I was like, "What the fuck just happened? What just happened? How did that happen?" You feel me? I'm like, "Oh, this is crazy." So that was my introduction to the politics of the game. You feel me? And then once again, shout out to P. I ain't got nothing bad to say about P that I haven't said to him directly. You know what I mean? That's how I would speak to P. He put me in this media box. And so because P did get me in the door with URL, but I wasn't like super homies with Beasley and Smack and all them until Caffeine. I was going through P for pretty much everything, anything URL related or NuNu. And P just saw me as a media nigga. Like he wanted to utilize me as a league owner, and then he saw me building the media shit. So he wanted me to be a host and a this and a that. And I'm like, dog, I want to battle. Like I want to rap. You feel me? And it's crazy because like quick fast forward. It's crazy because when I battled in Houston, the time where Snake Eyez and Stumble got into it, that event down there, P watched me battle down there. And he was like, "Oh, you're actually fire." I said, "Nigga, did you not watch all my other battles? We've been kicking it all in, and you actually just said that out loud." He had never even paid attention to my shit. You feel me? Like he had never even paid attention to my shit. So the politics of this game, I feel like one thing is if you're too much of an independent entity, people won't want to deal with you because they want to be able to take credit for you. You know what I mean? So if your brand is already on a certain level, you can't sun me and say, "Oh yeah, we made him." You feel me? That's the type of politics I see. He's too media to be in the ring, or every single line I say got to be perfect because I'm in the media. That's the politics I didn't have to deal with that I really hate. You feel? It's definitely a lot of politics in the game that's fucked up the game and blocked a lot of people who deserve looks and shots. Not just talking about myself, because fortunately I found a lane to where I make more off of battle rap than most battle rappers. You know what I mean? By the grace of God. So
yes, indeed.
I'm not about to sit around complaining about my battle rap story, because if I would have went left instead of right here, I might not be getting thousands of dollars a month off YouTube. You feel me? If I didn't make a mistake and delete my Goodz battle and then had to re-upload it, that shit might have did 500,000, and I might motherfucking be on smack every day and never thought to do the media. You feel me? So, and that's a crazy story right there too. Me and Goodz battle. And I was making a playlist of all my battles. So I said all D.I. the Henny Man's battles. And the battle dropped and it did like 60,000 in like a matter of hours. You know what I mean? Like 60,000 in a matter of hours. So it was going crazy. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about like what seemed like 3-4 hours. It was already at 60. So I went to go put it in the playlist and I put it on there twice. So I went to delete one and I deleted the whole fucking battle. Now, you know how the algorithm and traction works. So I didn't realize I deleted it. And then Goodz called me like, hey, where the battle at? You know what I mean? Like the link done already been shared out by many of people. Now the link dead. I had to re-upload it. So it still did. It's still at over 200,000 now. But that first jump probably would have been a $500,000, and then people would have been wanting to like really, hey, Henny Man, you don't want boom, 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 boom. And my whole story would be different if that didn't happen. Goodz still talk about that to me to this day, man. Like nigga, you know what I mean? But that was one of my biggest mistakes, but it could have been one of my biggest blessings in disguise, man.
That's so crazy. So talk to me about salute the Goodz. I've seen you on his podcast recently.
That's my dog.
It's beautiful to see. Salute the Goodz. Great legend right there. It's beautiful to see that y'all still have that relationship.
Yeah.
So Caffeine, talk to me about that experience, because I remember tuning into Caffeine and seeing you up there doing your thing. So talk to me about that. How did that even come about?
That was all Pete. Like I said, I was trying to rap. I knew they had a tournament coming up. I didn't know it was going to be Caffeine, or I didn't know about Caffeine or anything yet. I knew they were going to do a tournament, and I wanted to be in it. But I felt like he was like, and now I know why, because eventually he told me he hadn't even looked at my shit. I felt like he was giving me like these PG ops that wasn't on my level. I'm like, dog, come on, I already got hundreds of thousands of views. Like, stop playing with me type shit. You feel me? So I guess because I didn't do those battles, he didn't really want to advance me as a battle rapper, but we still cool. And I guess he sees something in my personality. So he was like, yeah, I want you to host though. You feel me? And I'm like, well, that's going to get me in the door. You feel me? So I'll do it. And by then I was good with URL. Like I was getting into the events for free and all that. I don't know, man. I wasn't excited about it. Everybody else was excited for me, and I wasn't as excited, man. Like it just wasn't. Why? And then one of the things that threw me off, it was supposed to be the suits meet the streets. So he was like, yo, I want you to host with Jayblac, and it's gonna be like the suits meet the streets. So Jayblac is the suits, I'm the streets. But Beasley, from what I understand, insisted that I wear this dumb ass blazer. I hated wearing the fucking blazers. I don't mean to say the F word like that. I hated wearing the blazer. I hated wearing the blazers. So what I would do is try to get the joints with some flair to it, just to make it have some type of personality, because I couldn't get fly like I wanted to get. You know what I mean? I'm like, let me dumbass blazers. Let me just throw on the. You know what I mean? So because I'm a street nigga. I don't really get all unless it's like a wedding or a funeral. You feel me? So or you know what I mean? Or court. Like them is the reasons why street niggas put on suits. You know what I mean? No offense to anybody who, does that fashion. I like the way Black did it, brung it to battle rap just so battle rap could look like it got some type of structure. But if this is the streets meet the suits, why I got a suit on? So, and then niggas made it bittersweet for me anyway, because they turned it into Henny Man is biased media and all that. And my brand took a hit at the time. Because I was working with URL but still running my YouTube page. But now they looking at it like I'm speaking for URL. They're putting these words in my mouth and I'm speaking for them. But fun fact, URL has never told me what to say on my YouTube page ever. You know what I mean? And I'm sure they don't like a lot of stuff that I do say on my YouTube page. So that's never been a thing. But I had to deal with, how when battle rap comes up with a narrative, they just gonna run with it for years, from DNA Mom to Arsenal bus driving to Jazz Still a Virgin to some people. Like, at the end of the day, people once it's in their head, it's in their head. So there's nothing I could do to fight it. You know, you just kind of gotta. It's like hydroplaning. You kind of just gotta let go and hope you come out on the other end of this motherfucker. Like that's it.
100%. Okay, so why did that end? Because I remember that you stopped hosting. Why did that?
Okay, so, and I'm glad you asked that. So what happened was, and I'm not acting like hosting was the worst thing ever. I do got to say, I did enjoy the traveling. This during COVID, nobody able to move around. I felt important because I was able to move around. Yeah, I mean, I'm at Chris Brown's house. I'm hosting with Drake. I'm like, this is shit that I never thought I would do. You feel me? Like this is especially like I'm not even as a rapper. This is just me as a human. My personality got me through this door. This is crazy to me. I mean, but it kind of got old because I'm a rapper and I was helping giving people 25, 50, 100,000. I'm not getting paid nothing close to that. And I'm like, nigga, put me in one of these tournaments. So I opted out of the last hosting because I wanted to get in one of the tournaments. You feel me? Which didn't end up happening, but that's why I ended up backing out. But what a lot of people will say is I got fired because Surf got hired, as if they never saw me and Surf host together. You feel me? Like, it's Surf fault. I'm glad Surf free and all that for sure. He got in one of his lives one time and was like, you know, I could do whatever I want to URL. You know, when I want to come host, I can come host. Excuse me, Mr. Henny, man, get out there. So they took that as, Surf is wild. Surf is a wild nigga, man. You know, Surf the cockiest, coolest nigga in the world, man. Shout out to him, you know what I mean? But they took that as I was fired. URL had to put up a tweet saying, no, Henny Man is not fired. He still works with URL. I was still doing the Monday night show on Caffeine. Everything. You feel me? But for some reason, people looking straight at me on Caffeine saying I got fired. Like, what? Dog, out of everybody in battle rap, outside of URL, my Caffeine channel had the most followers. I had over 100,000 followers on Caffeine. Like, we jumping over here, dog. Like, nigga, what? What? Yeah. Them Caffeine checks were still coming. You feel me? But eventually I had to say, you know what, man? If I really want to do this, I got to stop doing that just so he can take me serious. You feel me? Unfortunately, it was only one more tournament after that, and then the Caffeine shit ended up being short-lived from that point. So I never really got the chance to do that, but all I ever wanted was to be in one of them tournaments. All I ever wanted was to rap in front of Smack. Like, I still haven't rapped in front of Smack White before. You feel me? Like,
that's crazy.
Out of all these back, and I'm trying to tell you, but listen to what I said. Remember the politics conversation. Remember what I said when Norbs first found out about me. He immediately, you affiliated with NuNu, I ain't fucking with you. That was the vibe I always got from Norbs. You feel me? And then P always saw me as a media nigga. So I'm out here killing everybody. I think I got 70 bad battles, probably 2 losses. Like, this is 2 clear losses. This is my real record. I'm not just making that up. And I've battled everybody. You feel me? I've battled only nigga that beat me clear was Av in his city. You feel me? And the other one is a debatable with Young Cannon because I choked, but people still saying I won that battle. I don't be losing battles like that. And it's like, why y'all ain't never book a nigga? Like, you see, like if I'm requesting it, why y'all ain't never book a nigga? But
why?
I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. They did when they finally decided to book me, after P told me, damn, you really actually good. They finally tried to book me and they tried to get me Twerk. They tried to get me Twerk, and Twerk agreed. I wrote my 3 rounds of everything. Twerk agreed. And then he backed out a couple weeks later. I mean? He backed out a couple weeks later. That's when he ended up battling Next. The battle rapper Next on the outside card.
I remember that. Why did he back out of your battle?
Me and Twerk cool as shit. You know what I mean? And this was, for me, it was, I need this. It don't matter who you say, I need this to get on URL. Yeah. For him, it was like, nigga, I'm Twerk. I could battle whoever. And I fuck with Henny. I don't want to say nothing bad about him. You know what I mean? Like, it was pretty much that. You know what I mean? He agreed. I guess he probably tried to put some shit together and was like, man, I can't say nothing bad about this. And I respect that. I was mad as hell back then. But, you know what I mean? So he was working on trying to give me a replacement. T-Top got thrown in the junk. Luke Castro, they asked Luke Castro said he ain't had time. He was on like a losing streak. He didn't feel like he'd been losing, but the culture was trying to say he got a stigma, so he ain't want to battle me and fuck around, take an L to me, and I ain't even, you know what I mean, of a certain status. That's make him look crazier. And I understood that too. You feel me? But they did try. I can't say they never tried to book me, but it was damn near too late by then. You feel me? Like, it's like that.
Damn.
They could, I mean, not too late. They still could book me, but the window of me being pressed for it is over. Like, I ain't about to just keep begging and all that type shit.
Yeah. And you could have put yourself in those, but like, you were sponsoring these things. Why did you choose to be selfless and help with other people's battles when you could have said, I'll do this on the condition that I'm on this card?
Damn, I don't even know how to answer that question because I don't know why. I just, like I said, I'm good at separating this from that. I run my YouTube page the same way. You know what I mean? If you look at Battle Rap Trap, you won't even know that I'm a battle rapper. You feel me? Like, I could use my page to promote me all the time. I just battled last week. I could be putting clips of that on the channel and flood, but I don't mix the two. I don't know why I don't mix the two though. Like, it's like, this is what I'm doing this for, this is what I'm doing that for. You know what I mean? And if I make it in all three lanes, God appreciate you, all that. But if not, it is what it is. But I don't want to blend it. I don't want to make it corny. I don't want to make it he was only able to do this because he was doing that. When I started my league, when I started to come up in battle rap, they were saying that I was a pay to play type nigga. I got a stigma for it because they didn't realize what I was doing was I would pay for one on my league and then go to all these small leagues, kill niggas, and then pay for another one on my league. So I'm still putting in the groundwork to make sure that my name is respected in this shit the whole time. But they only wanted to talk about the fact that I was paying for battles. So I guess by the time band came, that stigma had already affected me mentally. So I never even thought to say, hey, wow, I'm paying for all these band battles. Let me get one. I never thought about that. I never thought to do that.
You're a good dude. You're a selfless dude. That's a testament to your character. But you know, in business, that's one of those moments where, like, in business, you got to be ruthless and self-serving like that. You know what I'm saying? But no, respect to you because what you're contributing is legendary. So after the Caffeine, it seemed like you leaned heavily into the media side of things.
Yeah.
What was that journey like? But when you decided to commit yourself fully to media, what were those experiences like? Because I know that came with its own set of politics. What was that like?
Yeah. I mean, because at the beginning, media was fun. You know what I mean? Because like I said, we was doing the traveling and the interviews, sitting down, get lit, talk shit was the motto. That's what we was doing. And then a lot changed. I stopped hustling. But like on a major scale, I stopped hustling.
Congratulations.
And so life started to change for me. Right around Corona, life just started to change for me. Me and Shorty broke up. I moved out the house that I said we put 15 racks into the garage. And so Caffeine was definitely like a transition period, and it was right on time. I was getting paid good money with Caffeine, so the YouTube check was a bonus. But once the Caffeine, now I stopped hustling first, and now Caffeine stops. Nigga, leaning into the media was a natural progression of things. You feel me? Now we got to get the big check over here because we was getting the big check over there and over there. Now we got to get the big check over here. And I used to get upset because I would put out content that I thought deserved 100,000 views and it might get 1,000 views. You feel me? Like shit that really commemorates the culture. Like you could look back on in 10 years. Like how you said you want to do an interview that people could go back and look. That's the type of content that I like to make, shit that celebrates the culture. I was never really about downing and all that type of shit. Never really cared about doing recaps or none of that shit. I always wanted to make the type of shit you could go back 10 years from now and look at. You feel me? But they didn't appreciate that shit. Like them movies we used to do, they didn't appreciate that shit. Like I'm flying me and my cameraman out, walking around for the whole weekend. You know what I mean? Mind you, I'm paying him. I'm paying for the tickets. I'm paying for the hotel. This all coming out of my pocket. And this shit getting less than 10,000 views. I'm like, I got to figure something out.
I remember you would attend the event, and then we were fans. We were living through your video. Like because back then the battle drops were not every other day.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you gave us the glimpse into what was going on while we waited for the battle drops, like a day in the life with Henny, and we would just see you go. And it was amazing. It was amazing.
And I appreciate that. And I used to love doing that, but it didn't add up though. You feel me? It was costing more than it was making, and it wasn't being appreciated by the masses either. Like I wanted a league to pick that up. You know what I mean? I wanted a league to say, hey, you know what? We're gonna fly y'all out to do the behind the scenes. Y'all got the content. Just get us out there. Pay. But leagues didn't pick up on it. And so once Caffeine slowed up, I started doing them little news updates. And I would notice them shits is getting 10,000 views, while the shit that I spent $1,000 to do is not. You feel me? So I'm like, okay. I used to call Anwar all the time. Like I used to get frustrated. And Anwar used to tell me, like, you know, you basically getting mad at the fact that you're making money, right? Like, I'm like, damn, you're right. So that's when I leaned into the update so heavy and became the update guy. You know what I mean? I know everybody doing it now, but at the time, nobody was doing it. And I saw a void right there, and I said, okay, well, so we're not going to only do this once every 3-4 days. We're going to do this every day. Whatever going on, we're going to do updates. And once I saw the results of that and how I was taking the lead and another, like, I really like to be the line leader. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. Sometimes it works out. You feel me? I like to be the first one that if I see bullshit, I call bullshit. I like to be the one to say, if this is needed for the culture, I'm going to do this if I can. You feel me? I like to be the line leader. So in this situation, I was a line leader with the news updates and all that. You know what I mean? Then the spaces started and all that. I was the first one to just say, you know what? I think these conversations need to be heard. You know what I mean? The Midnight Madness, I don't think Midnight Madness would have been what it was if them spaces only stayed on Twitter. You know what I mean? Great. I think that the masses were able to be excited about it because it was on YouTube. And so I just saw this. I remember telling Anwar, like, dog, right now I feel like I got my hand on the pulse of this shit. Like I feel like I'm not necessarily controlling it, but I could control it. If I use my powers for evil, I could be controlling this shit. You feel me? And I felt that. I don't feel that no more. I felt like last year sometime I felt, oh damn, I ain't got it no more. But for like 3 years straight,
for a minute, you was
my finger was controlling this shit. You feel me? Them headlines, the way I was breaking that shit down. And I'm just sitting back and I'm not talking about it. I'm not waiting for no awards or nothing. I'm just happy I'm getting this check. And one day I'll be able to look back and say I did that shit. You feel me? But that's how that felt at the time. It felt like I took a step from, now this is what happened though. With that comes me having to be honest. I can't just report one side of things. You feel me? So now URL, who just helped me get tens of thousands of dollars, when they in the hot seat, I gotta report that too. You know what I mean? When some other people are in the hot seat, I gotta report that too. So I end up getting in beef situations or feeling like URL ain't got as much love for me as they used to and all that. And actually I said that before and P confirmed it. He was like, you're right. Like we see you, especially when them and old boy was going back and forth. They didn't like that I was reporting that shit. You know what I mean? They didn't like it. So it is what it is. It's still all love, of course, but when I made that transition, I did have to sacrifice some relationships or closeness of the relationships to maintain the what's it called?
Integrity of media.
Integrity of media. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. To maintain the integrity of my brand, I had to sacrifice, some love. That's just how it is.
Before we go further into the media talk, I want to ask you, how did you handle the transition from being in the streets to being a public figure? I think that's not talked about enough, because how things are handled, I'm not going to give any examples because I don't want to make this about me, but how things are handled in the street is not how things are handled once you become a public figure. So how did you make that adjustment? I'm sure you have plenty of times where you were faced with situations where you're like, I know exactly how I would handle this before, but now I'm in the new
person to ask that, actually, because you're the perfect person to ask that question, because we interacted on Twitter for a long time. You know what I mean? Used to always show love, this, that, and the other. I'm not a guy who looks at profile pictures like that. Like, I'll notice if it's not a real profile picture, but like I won't go look and be like, okay, that's what he looks like. So the first time I saw you in person in California, you came up to me with a Henny bottle, and I'm like, yo, who's this big? Because I'm like, hold on, dog, I'm fresh. I'm a street nigga. I'm like, who's this big nigga? Like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? You feel me? Like it definitely takes some getting used to. Like, people will just kind of stare at you, and like, are you? Like, I'm at my daughter's graduation, and people like, yo, are you? Dog, do you see me with my daughter? So, street nigga instincts definitely even still kick in, but I'm kind of used to it now when it comes to that. But when it comes to like things like how to handle situations and moving more patient with situations because it's battle rap and all that, even down to the snitch thing and the things that, you know, certain things that's come out in battle rap about certain people, and in the streets, you shun them immediately. And in battle rap, it's like, I had to realize I can't act like this is the streets. I don't know none of these niggas. All these niggas might have dirty hidden secrets. And what I might as well just leave battle rap if I'm going to keep my street mentality while I'm over here. You feel me? Because I don't know none of these niggas. Everybody could have a dark past. Like, at the end of the day, some of these people are fans. I can't be acting standoffish to supporters. That'll make them think I'm cocky, not that I'm paranoid. They don't understand. I got PTSD. Like, that's a real thing. So I'm if people ever see me at events, you're gonna see me in the open space, either like in the corner where I can see everybody, or if I'm in the middle, I'm looking around at all time. I got PTSD, and it's bad. So it definitely was a hard transition. It definitely was a hard transition. Like, it took years. It took years for me to realize, oh, I'm me. Even the way I used to talk when I was doing my media, and I would say things just so nonchalant that the battlers feel is disrespectful. And I wasn't thinking like that, because I'm just a fan talking shit. And once I started battling, it took for me to battle Snake Eyez to realize how it felt to hear a media nigga say some shit that you don't want to fucking hear. You feel me? And then that's when me and Tony Rosen got into it, but then I'm like, damn, this is what I do. So I kind of gotta lead by example. If I'm gonna get mad at it, then I can't be the one doing this type of shit. You know what I mean? I gotta actually speak on people with a little bit more respect. I gotta move with a little bit more respect. I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta change up my mind state as far as who I deal with and don't deal with, and the reasons why. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, like, I love this shit, bro. I don't plan on going nowhere. So if I gotta change some things about me, I'm going to change some things about me. You know what I mean? So
that's so funny you said that. The second time we met in person at the OSBL event, I told you about this, that I came to dap you up, and you immediately put your arm on my chest. And when you did it, I didn't take no offense, but in my head, I was just like, oh, this man's instincts are on point.
Yeah. Especially we get Cali too. Like, hold up, man.
When we was at the OSBL event, when Cuban battled Tay-Rock, it was dark in there. It was hot. So it's like, I see you, and I'm just running up to you, and you immediately was just like, what's up? And I was like, okay.
And another thing that people don't know about me, and I try to say it so people know, I'm blind as hell, bro. Like, these shades is prescription. But the shades I had on that day, I guarantee I wasn't, because I just got these like 3 months. These are my first pair of prescription shades. Okay. I've been going to the events blind as fuck for like 7 years, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the shades became a part of the image, but the fact that I'm blind and then put shades over top of my blindness, I don't be recognizing no fucking body. Yo, anybody that's with me at the time will tell you, like, I might shake somebody's hand and then say, yo, who was that? Like, after I shake their hand and everything, who was that, yo? Like, really, like, I was blind, bro.
No, but so as you're in this media space, and I think one of the first...
No, and I didn't even mean to cut you. I did that shit to Ag before, too, because he a big nigga. We was at Chrome 23 event in New York, and this big nigga just walk up, put his hand out. And he like made sure I could see his whole face. I'm like, oh, what's up, man? Listen, it's all love and respect, but bro, I got PTSD, and I hate to sound like reverse racist, but when big black niggas run up on me, I'm definitely more alert. You feel? I'm definitely way more on my.
It didn't help that I was hoodie down and
what's going on here?
I was dressed in all black in that hot ass room, so I get it. But in the media space, one of the biggest, I think, early on, like canon events was the blogger wars. And when you saw that pop off, what was your and of course everybody has their turn with all that, but how was your mentality seeing it happen, then at some point being a part of all the stuff? How was that experience for you? And obviously coming from the background you come from, you have to deal with that totally different than you would in the streets. So how was that experience?
Yo, you know what's crazy? The OG blogger wars, I was a big fan of battle rap, but I never paid attention to the OG. I just cared about the battles. Like I literally just cared about the battles. And I feel like if I wasn't in media, I would still be that way. I really don't understand why like battle rap fans care more about the drama than the battles. You know what I mean? I really don't. I although I exploit that fact for financial gain, you know what I mean? I don't understand. I don't understand it though. You feel me? So you know, when I got involved in it, it wasn't necessarily a choice. Niggas gonna come for you. And one thing about me, I'm tactical. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make you regret coming this direction for sure. But I'm really not a fan of the blogger wars, and I get obsessed. Like when somebody comes for me, I get obsessed. You know what I mean? Like I line up how I'm about to respond. I'm low key. I'm like ARP with it. Like for real. Like I have styles, I have execution. I have a list how I'm gonna do it, what I'm gonna say, where I'm gonna put it. I don't play when you come my direction with it. You feel me? But I would prefer to just be left alone though. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of watching it. You know what I mean? If it's just blogger versus blogger, I'm not really a fan. I really don't like overly care about it. You know what I mean? But that's why a lot of things that go on when it's just media personalities doing that, you don't see me like reporting on it because this is battle rap trap, not battle rap media trap. You feel me? So at the end of the day, that's just not my thing. You feel me? I would prefer to not ever get in any back and forth with any media, because another thing is niggas is treacherous. Niggas, they will dig up whatever dirt you got. Like they will
anywhere.
They gonna make it up. Niggas like they gonna make it up. They gonna find a way. So I really would just prefer, because another thing is, and I hate to say it, but I just gotta say it. We doing the interview. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm the type of nigga that'll find your address and pull up, like in real life. You know what I mean? Like I'm the nicest guy in the world when people allow me to be. But when you push them buttons, it's gonna cut on. You know what I mean? That's what that button do. It turns it on. So it's been that at times where I've gotten that mad, and by the grace of God, cooler heads prevail.
How did you? That was my next question. Is because I am grateful to God that I have certain resources, and there have been times where people in certain places have said things about me, and I've just thought to myself, I can really just go to this person's address and really show them, and I have lawyer money, and I can really show the extent. You know, having resources gives you the chance to be as petty as you want to be, you know. And so how do you, I know why I exercise self-restraint. Why do you exercise self-restraint? How do you bring yourself to do that? Because you could very well revert back to previous ways and deal with it in a different way. How do you manage to not do that?
It's distance. It's really just distance. It's just time and distance, because we stay away from all these people. And so, like, and I smoke too much weed to stay mad for weeks. You feel me? So at the end of the day, if I'm mad right now and you was in front of me right now, something's gonna happen right now. But this time next week, no, I got too many kids, too much life problems, too much this, that, and other. So I just don't feel the same way about it anymore. But let's be clear though, I have approached multiple people at events when I see them to make sure that, you know what I mean? Like I said, I got PTSD. I'm not about to be in the building with nobody I got a problem with without checking on that problem. You feel me? That's not within speaking distance of them. You feel me? If you right here and we had a problem online, I'm going to ask you about that problem online while you're right here. You feel me? For the most part, it's one person that didn't happen with, and he made me regret it after the fact. Not trying to reopen no old wounds, just in general, you know, because when you have a problem with somebody and you don't say something to them, then they're gonna go back and say, "Yeah, I seen that nigga, and he ain't say
do nothing." Yeah.
They're like, bro, come on, bro. Like, at the end of the day, but for real though, like I've definitely pulled multiple people to the side. People have seen, it's been witnesses of this. Shout out to Coley. He spoke on something. He's seen me act a fool before. You know what I mean? I just had to, listen, that shit you said, what we doing about that? You feel me?
The biggest adjustment for me, and I grew up around street people, but I wasn't a street person. But my cousins and family, they were, I was grateful to have a grandmother that kept me on the right track. But there's certain instincts that you're taught, and there's certain ways to deal with things that you're taught just being around that environment. And the way I always understood things was, if you have a problem with somebody, you go see that person directly. You don't make it hot. You don't invite other people. In fact, if only the two of you know you have a problem, it's better, because when it gets handled, there's no evidence of the
real life. That's real
but
life.
When I came into battle rap, it was the exact opposite. Someone would have a problem with somebody and tell everybody except the person I have a problem with. It was confusion for me, because I was like, nah, I don't want anybody involved in it. I just want me and you to know we're gonna handle this together, however it goes, or we're gonna handle this just ourselves. And then seeing battle rap, like people go in spaces but never call the person they have a problem with, or just all the ways that things are handled, confuse me completely. So I salute you for being able to navigate this culture that handles things so differently from the way we understood how to handle things coming up.
I tell you what though, when it comes down to it, if I got a relationship with you and it's a beef, I'm going to pick up the phone. Like you just said, like I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm not going to, I'm going at you. Now, if we never had a relationship, or if I never had a certain level of respect for you, we can handle it however it come. But if I'm not about to beef with a nigga publicly, if I ever had any type of love for him or any type of respect for him, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to pick up the phone. Hey, where we at with it? You know what I mean? Inbox. Hey, what's this? What we doing? We better than this. You feel me? But if I ain't never respect you, we could take it whatever disrespect level you want to take it to at that point. You feel me?
Okay. Okay. So now you're in this media space. The blog awards happen. All this stuff happens. What was your goal when you got into media? Despite all the madness that happened, you say that you profited off of drama and stuff like that. But I believe, and battle rap shifts your original intentions. Like there's things that happen that people don't see that like really shifts your direction. You may start with one intention and then have to shift to navigate it based on external influences, based on experiences that shift how you view people or even deal with people, and how relationships change. When you first started doing media, what was your goal to contribute? And then now where you're at now, how has that changed from then?
Yo, what? Shit, we've been here for like an hour, and one theme that's been consistent is what you just said. Battle rap shifts you. I didn't intend on having a battle rap league. I was just trying to throw an event. It became a league. I didn't intend on being a battle rapper. Danja Zone played with me. I'm like, oh nah, I'm gonna kick his ass one day. So I became a battle rapper. I didn't intend on having a media platform. I just was trying to do a reality show, invited Tay-Rock down, and boom, I seen them numbers. Now, once I did, so battle rap told me to go that direction. I didn't choose that, but once I saw it, like I said, I really enjoy telling the stories that matter 10 years from now, 15 years from now, especially with things like ChatGPT. They got these mini docs going on and all that, and people who do those, they getting on ChatGPT to ask questions about these individuals. I want people to be able to reference my interviews when they doing these documentaries on Tay-Rock and Sue Surf and Charlie Clips and Hitman Holler. I want them to be able to go back and say, oh, this interview is where he talked about that. This channel is where that happened. Oh, this is the event that he, like, for real. So when I really got into media, it was just to celebrate the culture. Once I was through the door by mistake, I said, I'm gonna stay a while because I love to celebrate this shit. You feel me? And back then I wasn't super dependent on money still. I didn't want to lose money no more. This shit was free. The studio was built, people coming over. We doing this now. You feel me? It just felt good to celebrate the culture that I loved. heavily influenced by Jayblac and Avocado. You feel me? Heavily influenced by like the Drink Champs vibe. You feel me? Like I wanted battle rap to have something that just felt like it would matter in the future. You mean like not just a blog where we talking about what happened today. Let's talk about what's going to matter 10 years, these classic battles that just happened. Let's look at the classic Lux Second and just let's look at the classic Sue Surf freestyle and just celebrate this shit. Like that. That's what I always love to do. And that's what, if I could get numbers doing that, I would still be doing that to this day. Because that's what I love. I love the words. You know what I mean? I love the poetry of it. I love the art form. I don't really care about the drama, but I do love money too. So, you know what I mean? But when it comes down to what did I love about it back then, it's just celebrating the art. And as far as where the future is going, I got some plans to, did you see my beef documentary for Cassidy and Easy?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and I used to do these joints called Legend. It was a bio series where it was telling people stories. I did Jazz, the rapper, Head Ice, DNA. It was like 20-minute videos where it's like a beat, like a VH1 behind the music type joint.
Like a breakdown. You know what
I did like 2-hour interviews with them to get that. Similar to what we doing right now, I did like 2-hour interviews with them. It was audio only, not video. And I would use that to break down their story. You know what I mean? So I put out the full interview, then I would put out the Legend episode with all the, you know what I mean, all the clips of the battles and the story. And like, I'm moving in that direction for sure. Again, you feel me? With my backup page, Henny Blogs, I'm going to get back to that. And that's one of the main things I'm about to be bringing to the culture again. Just consistency. Shout out to Rap Redo or Read. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah, salute Rap Redo.
Shout out to them because they was doing a good job with that. And guess what? They wasn't getting the numbers. The culture doesn't appreciate great shit like that. They don't. But I'm going to make them though. I'm going to make them. I'm going to make them. Or it's just going to be there. Or if I don't make them, that shit just going to be there 10 years from now for somebody to appreciate. Because niggas not telling stories no more. Niggas not giving us nothing that lasts past tomorrow. I could drop a video right now to do 10,000 views today and 100 views tomorrow. That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because why is the viewage not going up? It's because this shit don't matter tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. I mean, when I started my platform, I could have easily just sat here and just spilled every battle rap behind the scenes secret I know and ran up drama. But I wanted to do something that could be preserved, that I could tell these stories of people who I've looked up to throughout this entire experience. I just started getting money 6 years ago. 30 plus years of my life, I was broke, no money, watching battle rap, letting this help me distract from all my shortcomings. I tell people all the time, I call you the realest because back when you was putting leagues and do or die battling together and doing your stuff, I was on the C4 bus to PG Plaza to get a snickerdoodle cookie. You know what I'm saying? With my last dollar. You know what I'm saying? So you
talk that Maryland shit.
you really, you know what I'm saying? I was going to Safari Cafe to rap my little rap. You know what I'm saying? So you've been doing this long before I ever even had a dollar. So I've always respected you. I've respected how I was inspired by you, how you took your resources and created opportunities for people. And you sat here and talked about taking loss after loss. That is to be commended and respected. Because if you grew up on Tupac music the way we did, we were told to help the community. We were told to get in position and then put people on. That's how we were raised. You know what I'm saying? So seeing you do that inspired me to one day do what I did. So it's always nothing but respect for you. You know what I'm saying? And your sacrifices. Do you feel like everything that you've given to this game, do you feel like you've gotten even an ounce of it back?
Yeah. Yo, the other day I battled Young Cannon, beat him. Shout out to Young Cannon. But I had a line in there. Now, all of the DMV niggas was there. It was basically DMV versus Chicago. So Drugz in the building, Jack in the building, Cuban in the building, Kelz in the building, all of them in the building, right? And I had a line where I was like, you got a whole fucking city. You ain't even trying to lead. The DMV story wouldn't be shit without a me. And everybody behind me said, facts. That's all I need. I don't need niggas to write it every day on Twitter or nothing. I know that they know. And I like that shit makes my day. When I see Drugz doing what he doing, when I see Cuban, like if Drugz was my star, Cuban for lack of a better way to put it, Cuban was like my baby boy in this shit. Like I got to watch him grow and like just get better and put him in front of people and he always has just shown the utmost respect for me helping him with the beginning of his career and journey and all that. Like that's I don't be needing much for real because you know what I did get after all them losses? I got the money. You know what I mean? Like and I'm a hustler first. So at the end of the day, I got the money. You feel me? And I got the respect of real people. I don't need battle rap don't owe me shit. Battle rap don't owe me nothing. You feel me? Battle rap helped change my life. Battle rap gave me something to look forward to when I wake up in the morning. You feel me? So everything I've done is because I'm in debt to the culture. You know what I mean? This culture helped me just as much as I could. This culture helped me more than I could ever help the culture. You know what I mean? Like in reality, this culture helped me more than I could ever help the culture. You feel me? When I did that event and then I got locked up, I'm in there setting up a plan to come home because now I know I'm involved in something that can get me out the streets. You know what I mean? I'm not making close to as much money as I was, but it's legal and I ain't got to work for nobody. You feel me? And I could become somebody in this shit. You know what I mean? I might have missed my chance to be Drake. You know what I mean? But I'm the Henny man though.
Talk heavy. Talk heavy. Speaking of the DMV, and this has to be said, you had Benz's back when I had bus passes, but speaking of the DMV and putting on, you know what I'm saying? What is your top 5 DMV battlers of all time?
Okay, now that's the only one you prepared me for, so I got that written down. And before I say this, I gotta shout out. Oh shit! Hold on, it's halftime. Let me put this. I gotta shout out Kelz, OSBL, KMM. They got a bunch of killers that's carrying the torch for the DMV and could bang with any of the niggas that I'm about to list. They just got newer stories, and the thing with me is I'm stuck in my ways. I'm an OG, so I'm going to name the OGs. And so I got DMV top 5 of all time. Rock don't count because Rock was already Rock before DMV was even called DMV. What the hell? I got Prep, Danja Zone, Riot, Jackboy, Drugz. Honorary member, because if he started in the DMV, but they not gonna let me just give him DMV. So honorary member, New Jersey Twerk, and then honorable mention, Tyler.
Solid list. That's a very solid list. There's a
lot of killers over there at OSBL that's definitely deserving of being on somebody's list. And I'm sure they are on somebody's list because everybody didn't start watching back when I started watching. You feel me? But my top 5 was already kind of written in stone. So that's the only reason why you don't hear me say like a Swervo or Ace. I mean, these niggas is incredible. All of them, they incredible. You feel me? My shit was just already there. You feel me?
Talk heavy. Speaking of, I have to ask you, Do or Die Battle League. You had your own league and everything. What was your journey with female battle rap?
I don't have one. I booked 40 bars. Yo, DMV don't have a lot of females. We didn't, because it's not like I don't love female battle rap. I love female battle rap, but coming up, and I never really noticed, but DMV don't have a lot of females. I know we got Hazzy.
Got Mallory.
Mao now. Yeah, I'm more or less talking about, in the beginnings of my jersey. Mao now, she a killer. But even still, like, if we would be here for a minute if we were trying to name like 10 females that battle rap in the DMV.
Oh yeah.
And that's DC, Maryland, and Virginia. You feel me? You can name 10 from New York alone. You feel me? So we really just don't have a lot of females. But I did bring 40 out to battle Drugz though. I feel like she the queen. So that does count. But other than that, I'm just a fan of female battle rap. I don't really have a big experience. I wasn't able to host any of the female tournaments or anything like that. And to be honest with you, I can't even remember if I booked other female battles because it's like niggas I battled. Like I was about to battle this dude named Herb or some shit. I can't remember, but he from the DMV. And I was like, yo, I tweeted, I don't know this nigga. Kelz was like, nigga, you booked him. What are you talking about? It's like, so sometimes I just don't be remembering too. So, yeah, I mean, I could have booked a couple female battles and don't remember. But, you know what I mean? Shout out to female battle rap. It's not a personal thing. Because if it was like right now, if I put a card together, I would definitely put, you know who I would put together? Even though this not a female versus female battle, I was talking about this with Spiff. I want to see Mallory X versus Cuban. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. And if Do or Die came back with Kel's blessing, of course, but she always showed love. You know, Kelz always showed love to Do or Die. I would want to see Mallory versus Cuban.
Fire. Very fire. I love it. Very fire. Speaking of Kelz, what does Kelz mean to the DMV to you? Like when you see her progression, when you see everything she done for the region, how much she put on, the talent she helped curate. What does Kelz mean to the DMV movement?
Everything. Kelz the boss, man. Kelz is the boss, man. Like in all actuality, and she knows how to lead. You feel me? Like she can make men do things, and that's hard for a female to accomplish. The level of respect that she get, and make people like I said, we just did the Chicago versus DMV John. Kelz was the one handling all of them to make sure they was pulling up to the face-offs, all that. Like I hosted one of the face-offs. All of the DMV niggas pulled up at the same time because Kelz was in the group. Hey, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. You feel me? Like when we at the event, this is in Chicago. It was a big melee everybody know about and shit. We ain't got to talk about that. But when it was time to reset up, Kelz was over there with the cameraman. Yeah, move it a little to the left, move it a little. Okay, boom. Yeah, okay, boom, perfect. Like she hands on everything. You know what I mean? Now, if you catch her while she in the middle of handling some shit, you gonna get your head bit off. You know what I mean? You're shocked, but you don't get to be boss lady without being bossy. So at the end of the day, man, I really think that Kelz mean like everything to the DMV going forward, because without her, this shit wouldn't look it wouldn't look like it looked. The unison that it has, it wouldn't be that. You know what I mean? I know some people that's on the outside looking in that feel a certain way, the same way they felt about me, because if you on the outside looking in and it looked like the AC on and people comfortable in there, you might hate a little bit if it's raining outside. You feel me? Like, I get it, but she making this shit look good over here. You know what I mean? And I ain't got nothing but applause for and respect for.
I respect that. Do you understand that you are also, how you speak highly of Kelz, that's how we speak of you as well. Like you being an incredible contributor, of a foundational member of Maryland battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Of DMV battle rap. Like you've done so much for the culture, and to see you elevate from league owner, battler to media, every move you've made has inspired others to see that there are more options to being involved in battle rap than just battle rapping. You know what I'm saying? Every move you've made money from this. You've made the kind of money not to be in your pockets, but you made the kind of money that a lot of people who've been in this game will never see. You know what I'm saying? And you did that off ingenuity. You did it off being genuine. You did it off being self-motivated. You showed people there was a way to get money besides rapping. You showed people what to do when you get money. You showed people how to help other people and put people on. You are the realest. And I want to give you your flowers while you can still smell them. You know, it's a lot of hate out here. It's a lot of weird energy out here, but you need to know what you mean to the people coming up after you. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, real shit. I definitely appreciate that, man. And I feel it when I move around. Pause, of course. But when I say Kelz, I'm specifying she got it right now, because guess what? I don't want it. I don't know how she do it. Like she holding that shit down so amazingly, and she wants it. Like she wants the job and she loves it. And I don't got that level of passion respectfully, for just the DMV anymore. You feel me? Like I had that back then when it wasn't no light on it, and it's like, all right, we need a light on this situation. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Now Kelz got this shit looking better than ever, and I just love to sit back and be a fan, bro. Like she got this shit. But but I appreciate what you just said about me though, man, and hopefully I can inspire some people. I didn't even realize the money I was making until one day. I used to, I don't know, hopefully Anwar don't get mad at me for saying this. I used to get paid through PayPal, but I wanted my money on Cash App. So when I got paid, I used to send Anwar my check, and then he would send it back to me on Cash App, right? So one time, I didn't know the Cash App kept track of like the full history of your history with somebody. So when I found that out, and then I saw me and Anwar's exchanges, bro, 6 figures. I said, what the Yo, this is just for this?
Yeah.
Not including none of the other money I done made. This is just for this. This ain't including caffeine money. This ain't including this. This is just including YouTube for like not even the whole time I've been on YouTube. I was amazed, bro. I'm like, oh, this is crazy right here. Like me and Anwar, I met this man through battle rap, and we got over $100,000 worth of financial exchanges. Like, this is crazy to me. Like, seriously, like I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed. I couldn't ask for a better way to live my life than being a part of something I love, getting paid for it, and being able to have the freedom to do other things because I'm not strapped down at no desk or nothing like, well, I'm at a desk right now, but I'm not working for nobody. You feel me? I'm working for myself. I'm able to control my days, my hours. If I want to get some extra money, I can go do that. YouTube gonna be here. Battle rap gonna be here. Like, I love it, bro. I love it. That's why I said battle rap really don't owe me nothing, man. Just don't leave me. That's all. Battle rap, just don't leave me. That's all I got. I need you, man.
It can't leave one of the foundational members, man. So thank you for taking the time to do this. I really appreciate you. As I said, I wanted to give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? I tried to cover as much as we could. I'm sure that we could do a part 2 and cover a whole bunch more.
I have fun with this. I have fun with this.
Thank you. Seriously, thank you for your time. And yo, just keep being you. You know what I'm saying? You speak for a demographic. You speak for the voices. You're the voice for the voices. You are authentically from what you're from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not a street nigga. I can't speak for street niggas, but you represent that. And you speak for that, and you show them that there's other things they can do, even just by saying something like, I quit hustling and focused on this. That can inspire somebody else to do the same thing. And when they hear it from you, they know it's something real. You know what I'm saying? And you even saying you made 6 figures that way lets people know watching this that there are other options besides what they do. You know what I'm saying?
And I appreciate you saying that. And on a super serious note, man, some of y'all niggas not even good street niggas. Like, some of y'all niggas not even making the McDonald's niggas money, man. Find something better to do with your time, bro. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, dog, I decided to stop hustling because both of my big brothers got locked up back to back. You know what I mean? Broke my heart. And I said, dog, and I'm looking at my kids. I'm like, man, I ain't leaving y'all again. I ain't leaving. You know what I mean? Sometimes I had to sleep on the floor with my son so my daughters could get to bed, but I ain't going back to jail. You feel me? If I go back to jail, it's going to be because I hurt somebody for fucking with y'all. Because if I get locked up for doing some dumb shit, I'm not going to be able to be there for y'all. You feel me? If somebody fuck with y'all. So, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, if I could be an inspiration to anybody, I'm not saying that niggas got to leave the streets. You feel me? But I'm going to say what you just said. It's definitely other ways out here. And if you out here calling yourself a street nigga, and you living in the streets because you ain't got no house or you depending on a female or you not getting no real street money, stop calling yourself a street nigga and start being a man. Please. We need more men and less street niggas anyway. I ain't choose to be a street nigga, but I wake up now and I choose to be a man every day.
That's the perfect note to end it on. Can we get a battle rap trap? We got the streets.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Shout out to the tribers. This battle rap trap. We got the streets.
Peace. I appreciate you, legend.
Nah, I appreciate you for real, man. That was dope as hell. That was dope.